Deebo Samuel, no separation of routes. Mr. Jones in Atlanta. Mr. Jones, what's happening? You're on the roast.
God, we are international today. What up?
We are. What's happening? Or nationwide.
You know it. You thought you was going to get you a steak dinner. Wrong. It ain't happening. I told y'all before the season started. Y'all know, I know it was a monsoon, but everybody played in that monsoon yesterday, right? Okay.
Nobody's making an excuse.
Go ahead, bro.
Nobody's making an excuse. We're not blaming weather. Nobody's blaming weather here.
Cool. Okay, the one guy I said that was going to make the throws, hey, we don't care. And what was funny was the dude that scored a touchdown on us also came from us, and it was like, like probably bittersweet because Pettis scored the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, look, well, there goes another kick in the tank that, like you said, we let Hasty go. Now we don't have no running backs. It's going to be back on week 4. I'm in Atlanta. Y'all know this, right? Y'all owe me up an appearance on the show. So I'm coming up there. When we come to Atlanta, Jimmy will be starting.
Oh, God.
All right, hang on. Bye-bye. Tegan in Fairfield. What's happening, Tegan? What's happening? You're on the roast.
Yeah, how you doing there, fellas, man? Good morning.
What up, Tegan?
Yeah, man. So, like every other faithful fan out there, I watched that game, and, man, with a dropped jaw. You feel what I'm saying? I had such high hopes coming into the game yesterday, and then it's just like somebody just let all the wind out of my sails. You feel me? Like, defense was on point. I'm glad we got corners now because they were locking up yesterday. Hufunga, man, I'm going to go get his jersey, and I'm going to run around, start throwing the tee up, man, because he reminded me of, like, Ronnie Lott / Deshaun Golston stuff. To where
he did.
Man, he was just sitting pinch nerves yesterday to everybody. Picks.
Yep.
He was in everybody's face, man. Look, defense always come out swinging for the Niners, man. We know that. We've been seeing that since last season. It's the lack of offense. Debo cannot do it all by himself, man. And then we keep getting these, you feel me? I mean, I love our running backs. I love who we choose and stuff like that. But since Mozart, like, we haven't had a healthy back to, like, stay there all season.
They've had a different leading rusher on this team every year of the Shanahan era.
Yeah.
A different leading rusher.
That's alarming to me, Shasky. That's alarming to me.
It's interesting. When it works, everybody praises it. But when you have a game like yesterday where they couldn't find a secondary guy to help offset the load, it's very glaring.
Just think of 2019. We went through Breida, Tevin Coleman, and then Raheem Mostert, who came on late.
Right.
And it was like, all right, Mostert's great. And then the next year, Mostert gets hurt. He injures his ankle. Week 2 against the New York Jets, and he's not the same. And then we know last season, 3 plays in, he's got a torn ACL against Detroit after looking dynamic on those first 2 carries. I don't know what it is with the running back spot in Kyle Shanahan. I want a running back threat in the backfield in the pass game. They don't have a running back threat in the pass game anymore.
Well, they had Juszczyk. They had Juszczyk lined up multiple times in the shotgun as the running back to the left of Trey Lance or the right, and he's supposed to be up there for blocking and obviously helping the protection because they couldn't block up front. But he's not a dynamic enough player in the open field. And he dropped a wide open pass.
We're going to get back to the calls in just a second because I agree with you, Shasky. I agree with you 100%. We're 11 minutes away from Jerry Rice. But why is this? Why do we have to do this?
What?
It's the same thing that happened when Kevin Durant was a Golden State Warriors. Either KD, Steph's team. Oh, Steph's not getting touches. We don't play the old Warriors way. Oh, KD's too ISO. Everybody was divided, right? This Jimmy Trey thing. There's a division with this fan base.
What do you mean?
There's some Niner fans who are happy that they lost because they're not playing number 10. Happy that they lost. The old team that you root for. How come we can't embrace Trey? We embrace Jimmy. I mean, I embrace Jimmy. Why can't we embrace these quarterbacks? A dude who wears a jersey of your favorite team. Nobody likes to embrace these. It's got to be a division. It's got to either be I'm a Trey guy or a Jimmy guy. It was like that with Monte and Steph. Either a Monte guy or a Steph guy.
Here.
Why do we do this stuff?
No, I don't know why we do it, because we get an emotional attachment to individuals. I think that's one of it. But here's the thing I'll ask you, because I'm seeing it on the text line. You guys are lame. You're being homers. Jimmy G wins this game just on experience. That's from the 510. I mean, if that's the case, then why didn't they beat Colt McCoy and the backup Arizona Cardinals last year at home? Why did they fall to 3-5 last year? Why did they lose in the rain at Baltimore? Why did they lose in the rain at home to Indianapolis? Why did they not score an offensive touchdown against one of the worst teams in the league that would end up getting the number 2 overall pick, the Washington football team, 9-0 in the rain, where Jimmy had multiple turnovers? You can say that flippantly, but the data doesn't back it up. And so I don't understand where some of these Jimmy G homers are coming from. And the reality is, whoever's under center, and I said this last year when I wrapped my arms around Jimmy G and he won that Week 18 game, I just want to win the Super Bowl with the Niners. And right now, if Shanahan says that Trey Lance gives us the best chance, then let's roll with it. And I think he's going to be a better player moving forward for experiences like yesterday. First year, and he has that game in game 1. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we're already ready to throw him out with the bathwater.
And he played well yesterday. He played well. He played as well as Jimmy played. That was a Jimmy Garoppolo game.
Well, the playbook felt like a Jimmy Garoppolo playbook, and that's where I'm the most frustrated. I'd like to see him boot more and get out on the edges.
You know what? That's a great point. I don't remember seeing too many bootlegs in that game yesterday.
Well, they had the one on the Croft play, which was the design play. They always run that misdirection little tight end wheel where he blocks and then skirts across the line, but not much. The best throws from Trey came when he actually turned his back to the defense on play action and threw it downfield. But when they couldn't establish the run, they got away from that.
Yeah, I don't get the division between the fan base and this quarterback. But you know what? In a way, the front office, everybody involved with the 49ers, we kind of invited this. And we're trusting the culture of the 49ers to get through this. There's no doubt that narrative and that cloud of Jimmy. Trust me, Shasky, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sitting right behind the 49ers bench, and my eyes, every dead ball was kind of glued to number 10 to see what he was doing. Where is he standing? What is he doing? It's there. It's right in front of your face.
There was a late delay of game that they had where Shanahan's yelling at Trey Lance. At least that's what it looked like through the headset. But I was more mad at Trent Williams. Trent Williams I messed up. He full started. Elijah Mitchell full started. Multiple pre-snap infractions by veterans, not the quarterback.
Right. No doubt. Let's go to Dave at Fresno. Dave, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, shout out to the callers. Man, they are on fire today.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I'm going to be quick. I know everybody's going to drink their coffee, they Red Bull, they fired us. I'm going to be quick. I'm going to make 3 quick points. Bear with me. First one, Bonte, you're my dog. But, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you want to keep Jimmy, but I think the bigger issue is not because he's going to get hurt. I think the bigger issue, don't call those players for trade. That's point number 1. Point number 2, this is 2 years in a row. The Niners start week 1 with healthy scratches from the 3rd-round pick. That's not good.
No.
What you
and last year, the 2nd-round pick didn't play.
Yeah.
Right. And point number 3, this Kyle Shanahan Atlanta Super Bowl has not left him. I don't know what it is with this guy. He does not adjust in the second half. You saw it in the Super Bowl with the Falcons against the Patriots. You saw it in our Super Bowl against the Chiefs, where he watched the game yesterday.
Can I counter that?
You know what, though, Shasky? He's on point. There is something with Shanahan in these second halves. He gets very conservative, and the playbook becomes very vanilla. And the offense, which is his offense, he's the brainchild of this offense. How are they huddling up with 6-7 minutes left in the 4th quarter, down 9, and they're huddling, and the play clock is running down? All right, Shanahan, I don't know if it's on Shanahan, and I like Shanahan as a coach. I think he's the right guy for the 49ers. But there is something to him in the second halves where teams get back into football games, and he gets ultra-conservative.
But you never reference that when you talk about Raheem Mostert getting 8,000 touches in a row in the second half in the playoffs. We don't reference that when they put away the Minnesota Vikings in the game before that. We don't reference that in Week 18 last year when they adjusted at halftime and came out and dominated the Rams on the road.
They had
but I'm just saying, we cherry pick the losses, and when they lose, it's devastating. But he does have adjustments at the half. To say that he never adjusts is not realistic.
I didn't say that. I didn't say he never adjusts. Okay. But why don't they play a full game? They don't play full 60 minutes.
They're not the only team.
You reference the Rams game. They're down 17-0. How the hell are they down 17-0 in the biggest game of the season?
Because that's sports, and the other team gets paid too.
Oh, come on, man. Stop it.
You're not going to come out and look great.
Dude, Shanahan has been inconsistent at times with this team. He has. You could say 2019, the defense was leading the way. You can.
I mean, Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes, who we both declare as Hall of Famers, sure bow. They came out in the second half against Cincinnati last year in the AFC Championship game and played the worst half of football they've played in 5 years.
But you don't see that often from them.
No,
you don't see that often from them.
I agree with that.
We see it a lot more with Shanahan coach teams. That's all we're saying. It is a little trend here. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying about Shanahan.